Hello everyone, my name's Elspeth, you're watching the Planeswalker Pantheon today. We are opening up the bundle from the latest Magic the Gathering set, March of the Machine. Let's get to it, shall we? We tear this little strip. So satisfying. And we carefully extract in the box. I miss the posters, I miss the books, I don't have to keep going on these rants. You guys know my positions on this. But we do get a cool bit of paper with some cool artwork. And of course, Elspeth right there. Alright, we've got some cool artwork with Quintoria Thalia Teferi on the sides. And of course, the symbol. Right. If you're not so familiar with bundles, let's go through it. You get some card dividers, some paper counters. This time of Archangel Elspeth and Elish Norn. Straight up. You get an oversized D20. This one's more of like a bone sort of colour with a bit of gold writing in there. Shame these aren't actual D20s because I'd love to use that for D&D. And then you get one pack that has normal basics, just plain old basics. And then a bundle promo. In this case, it's Galter and Maverin, and this will also be a bunch of foil basic lands as well. But we'll put all those to the side. Then inside is the thing that we all come here to watch: 8 set booster packs. All right, let's get going. First up. I wish they'd keep the collector boosters in the same sort of wrapping, because that's nice and easy to open. We've got our art card. I think these are in reverse. No, they're not. Our art card, our basic. Got some commons, some uncommons, our foot card, our battle. Cool card type. How appropriate that we get the Yargle in the pack that has the Yargle art card. Don't tell me that was not seeded. And our first up is Lutri the Spell Chaser. 1 and 2 is it hybrid. Legendary creature, elemental otter, 3/2 with brand new artwork. Companion each non-land card in your starting deck has a different name. It has flash. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it, copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. We got Mother herself, Elish Norn. 2 and 2 white legendary creature, Phyrexian Praetor, 3/5 with vigilance. Whenever source an opponent controls deals damage to you or permanent you control, that source's controller loses 2 life unless they pay 1. 2 and a white, sacrifice 3 other creatures, exile Elish Norn, then return it to the battlefield transformed under its owner's control. Activate only as a sorcery, where it becomes the Argent Etchings. It's a sorcery. You incubate 2 5 times, then transform all incubator tokens you control. Creatures you control get +1/+1, gain double strike until end of turn. And destroy all other permanents except for artifacts, lands, and Phyrexians. Exile the Argent Etchings and return to the battlefield. And we have a foil Invasion of Dominaria. And a Knight token, which we'll chuck just right there. Alright, next on up. I believe this is Heliod the Warped Eclipse. Got our land and some commons. Some uncommons. Invasion of Urgamon, which is our battle. Rona, Sheoldred's Faithful from Dominaria United. 1, which is a nice little throwback. City on Fire, 5 and triple red enchantment with Convoke. If a source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals triple that damage instead. Torbrand says, hey, what up? We have a 4 Hanger Scrounger and an elemental token. Next on up. Oh, I think this is the Broodmate. I can't remember the full name of it, but I have seen that artwork before. our mountain. We'll flick through all these commons and uncommons because we don't really care about them. Ooh, Invasion of Belenon. Rada, Coalition Warlord. Hey, we got Vorincleg's Voice of Hunger. 6 and 2 green legendary creature for Phyrexian Horror. 7/6 trample. Whenever you tap a land for mana, add 1 mana of any type that land produced. Whenever an opponent taps a land for mana, that land doesn't untap during its next controller's next untap step. Oh, and we have Kahira, the Orphan Guard. 1 and 2 hybrid Selesnya legendary creature cat base. 3/2. Each creature card in your starting deck is a cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast. 3/2 with vigilance, and each other creature you control that's a cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast gets +1/+1 and has vigilance. We have a Bloodfeather Phoenix, so 1 in a red creature phoenix, so 2/2 with fly with it can't block. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, whenever an instant or sorcery spell you control that deals damage to an opponent or battle, you may pay red. If you do, you can return it from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. And a foil Stormclaw Rager. And a little mini game, which we'll toss into the pile for later. Next on up. Oh, that's the Night Lord, if I remember correctly. I can't remember the name of the card, but I know the artwork. And we'll flick through these. Flick through these. We have Zada Hedron Grinder. Very nice. Complete the circuit. 5 and a blue instant Convoke. You may cast sorcery spells this turn as though they had flash. When you cast your next when you next cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell twice. You may choose new targets for the copies. And a foil Dreadship. Ooh, and a card from the list. Ajani's Last Stand. Rest in peace, you magnificent cat dad. 2 and 2 white enchantment. Whenever a creature or planeswalker you control dies, you may sacrifice the stand. If you do, create a 4/4 white avatar creature token flying. When a spell or ability an opponent controls causes you to discard this card, if you control a planes, create a 4/4 white avatar creature token flying. Not the best hit of the list I've ever had, but it's a rare. I'm not going to complain about rares right there. Alright. Of course, we have the Mother. Got our planes. We'll flick through our commons, flick through the uncommons, the flip card, the battle. Ooh, Moira and Tashar. 3 white and black. Legendary creature Phyrexian Bird Spirit. Oops, rest in peace, Tashar. 4/5 flyer. When you cast a historic spell, return a target non-land permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. Exile it at the beginning of the next end step. If it would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. Tashar. From the commander deck. Also from the commander deck, begin the invasion. X and the full Wooburg. Search your library for up to X battle cards with different names and put them onto the battlefield and shuffle. And we have SRAM Senior Edificer. 1 and a white. Legendary creature, Dwarf Advisor. 2/2. Whenever you cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle spell, draw a card. Rona, Herald of Invasion. 1 and a blue. Legendary creature, human wizard. 1/3. When you cast a legendary spell, untap Rona. Tap to draw a card, then discard a card, and 5 and Phyrexian Black to transform Rona. Where she becomes Rona Tolarian Obliterator. Legendary creature Phyrexian Wizard, 5/5 with trample. Whenever a source deals damage to Rona, that source's controller exiles a card from their hand or at random. If it's a land card, you may put it into the battlefield under your control. Otherwise, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. Ooh, that's real pretty. An etched foil Emery Lurker of the Loch. 2 and a blue. Legendary creature Merfolk Wizard, 1/2. It costs 1 less to cast for each artifact you control. When Emery enters the battlefield, mill 4 cards. Tap to choose target artifact card in your graveyard. You may cast that card this turn. Very nice. I need more Emerys in my life, and that's a token that no one cares about. I just flicked it somewhere. I'll have to track for it later. Next one up. That's the Brawler. I can't remember the full name, but it's there. Foil Scoured Barons. We'll skip through all these. Man, that last pack was kind of a banger. Some Knights. Our flip card, our battle, and we have Reav Master Smith. Oops. We have Knight Errant of Eos. 4 and a white creature, human knight, 4/4 with Convoke. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 6 cards that will be your library. You may reveal up to 2 creature cards with mana value X or less from among them, where X is the number of creatures that convert the Knight Errant. Put the revealed cards into your hand, then shuffle. And a foil Realmbreaker's Grasp. Oh, and a Siege Zombie from the list. Sure. I don't remember even seeing this one. Ugh, this was such a long time ago. I guess I can't be expected to remember every card that ever existed. I mean, there's over 20,000 of them now. Since Strixhaven, I believe. Alright. Nizumi. Swamp, or Pretty Swamp this time. Skip through the commons. Skip through the uncommons and the flip card and the battle and the battle. Quende Pride of Femrith. We have Ozolith the Shattered Spire. 1 and a green legendary artifact. If 1 or more +1/+1 counters will be put on an artifact or creature you control, put that many +1/+1 counters. That many +1/+1 counters are put on instead. That's a real tongue twister. 1 and a green tap. Put a +1/+1 counter on target artifact or creature you control. Activate only as a sorcery. So, and you can cycle it for 2. Protocol Knight, and we have Phyrexian Meow tokens. And this is the last pack. Our wonderful art card. Blossoming Sands. Skip through the commons. Skip through the uncommons. Also, Smart Scratch, I'm going to tell you how good removal is. Invasion of Zendikar. Emoti, Celebrant of Bounty. Legit did not know that this creature was from Amonkhet until I saw his artwork. And we have Baral and Kairi Zev. 1 blue-red, legendary creature human, 2/4, first strike menace. Whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery spell each turn, you may cast a spell of lesser mana value that shares a card type with it from your hand without paying its mana cost. If you don't create First Mate Ragavan, a legendary 2/1 red monkey pirate creature token, it gains haste until end of turn. And we have a foil Invasion of Kamigawa and a vampire token. That's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe. It lets people know that I'm doing this mostly for my entertainment, but hey, if you get some sort of entertainment out of it, great. You can follow me on Twitter, links are down below. You can also find me at the Planeswalker Pantheon on Facebook, and you can follow me on Twitter as well. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.